This is Dandelion Song, and I think I noticed a few things. None of them are super groundbreaking. Well, I thought this was pretty interesting. The Bible is 1911. Thought that was interesting. But I have a few tidbits in here that I think that we need to add to the library of the code. One of them I did. I am that I am. I am is 23 or 914. That is 49, which is the way, the divergent sevens, and and it reduces to 13. So I'm starting to think that, because I see 13s in different places, when we also have the Georgia Guidestones, it's the MM and the 1313. But I see 13s in kind of random different places, and I haven't been able to place them, and I'm going to start to consider that they could be divergent sevens. So 13 is code for 7. So I have a different way of writing these in notes to myself. So is code is that. So 13 is code for 49, is code for divergent 7, is code for the way. So I was looking at Empire Strikes Back while I was doing all this, and it's kind of a boring movie, especially again, but okay, so I am your is a, look, I'm pretty sure it's a 69. See? But our is a 44. So that's really interesting. I have to think about that in terms of what that means as symbolically. So anyway, father, F-A-T-H, is 35 and ER is 23, and those added together is 58, which reduces to 13. So this is kind of what broke it through for me, that father could also be the different ways. And what's his name? Darth Vader kind of shows you that fathers could be different ways. I mean, we like to think of father as, the good father, but it doesn't have to always be the good father, right? So it's interesting. I'm going to start to think of 58s as possibly being 13s, as being 49s. It shows the two sides of the father. Now, okay, so twins is... where did I add this up? Okay, yeah, twins is 85. That's the opposite of 58. Unless I did this wrong. It is a little late at night right now. So let me see. I don't want to do it all again on camera, but okay, so 85, also reduces to 13, and we can see for sure that twins can go both ways, right? Is the way. So, okay, so I noticed that, so I wanted to tell you that. Also, right hand, because we hear in the Bible, right hand of the father. Well, in this movie, the father cuts off the right hand. And right hand is a 99. So the right hand, to me, the 99 is a double success. That means you got freedom, 6 to 9, FR, because that's 18. You got freedom from the dome. You achieved the 9th, double success, right? That's kind of what it says to me. And so, if Joshua is at the right hand of the Father, that would be symbolic of success. Left hand, I'll show you down here. So there's right hand. Right by itself is an 8. Left by itself is a 7. So that kind of makes a little sense, right? Okay, so left hand, so just the hand by itself is a 37, which is the 12th prime. So this is the 3773 partnership number that has the 12th prime, 21st prime relationship. So I don't fully understand this, but it does make sense with the symbolism of hands, right? The mirror image. So do you guys find that, is that interesting that that would be part of that? I think it is. Interesting. So I'm going to be interested to find a body part that has to do with 73. But anyway, both the hands are 37s. Maybe, I don't think feet is. It doesn't have enough big letters in it, but. So left hand it adds up, where'd it go? To 80, which the nearest I can tell of that is it's kind of like a super time trap, because it's a time trap times 10. So that would be like, so if Joshua was the king of the right hand, someone else would be the king of the time trap. I'm not sure. These would be opposites. But then you know how they say the right hand knowing what the left hand is doing, and two sides of the same coin and opposites, and then the idea of Ra, like Ra and Apophis being twins. Ra is Ra and Apophis is the snake, and they fight each other and they're twins. So it's kind of like the symbolism of the symmetry, right? I'll just draw a 5 for the symmetry. Whoops, bad 5. Okay. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. Okay, so anyway, right is 62. So near as I can tell, Torah is also, it's an I plus a 9, or an I, 35 is I. 2. And see, here's the, remember what I was telling you about the globus cruciger? Here's the globus cruciger. Okay, look, it's a 2. And it matches the eye cosmology. Remember, if this is your first video, you're gonna think this is pretty weird, but please go back and watch my globus cruciger video, and you probably still think it's weird, but it's too much to explain in this one video. But I'll try to review some more of that as we go along. So anyway, Torah is 8, which is usually, I think, is a beneficial, it's a benevolent number. Now I know that the Nazis took over the 8/8s, but we can't hold that against the number 8. So I'm just kind of trying to like sift through these clues here. So Bible is a trinity times 10. And it's also, I noticed this when I was doing this, that bi is 29, which is 11, which is 2, right? Bi and 2. Okay, probably somebody else has seen that before, but this was my first time noticing that. And then Bell, I know that we have some evil type of dark imagery with Taco Bell and bells in general, and Baal and that kind of thing. So then when I think of 2 bells, I kind of think of the right hand and the left hand. I also think some people think of this as bull, could be 2 bulls. But I just wanted to point out that this, I don't fully understand, but one thing this could be is, how I've talked about that we could be a library of different galactic, like a galactic DNA library experiment, and we would have, so a lot of our ancient imagery comes from the trinity of 3 suns. So what it could be, okay, so also the 3 and the 2, actually I should write the 2 on this side. The 3 and the 2 really go hand in hand through a lot of symmetry, through a lot of codes. I just saw one again, and I guess it was written into the, I'll try to pop it into this video. Something I saw in a Graham Hancock video, got a still from it, and it's written into the side of, I think of like a, I don't know, like a rock hill or something. And it reminds me of, it kind of looks like a, I don't have enough words to explain this. I'm going to show it to you. So, but what this also reminds me of is the lambdoma, which is a Tree of Life Illuminati a Decode tool, and it has 2 A's, and the numbers are down the left side. When you're facing the tree, the numbers increase by 2's, and on the right side they increase by 3's. Now if you're from the tree's perspective, those are opposite. So what we see here with the Bible being 3 and possibly being the Trinity of sons and the duality, right? The light and the dark of 3 sons worth of DNA, possibly. And, you know, we're here to sort all this out. So that's just kind of the feeling that I get from how the 2 and the 3 match, work into each other. There's also a lot of math. You could just take it straight to math. I'm kind of just holding, I'm not really addressing that. But I know that the 2 opposing the 3 is very important, because this is one of their most important ciphers. And I learned about that on the Illuminatus Observer. All right, so wanted to show you that, make sure I show you everything. So this was a television show, but also he lost Luke, whose number is I should know this by heart. Oh, yeah, he's the way. Where'd he go? Right here. Okay, Luke is the way. So he lost his right hand. So he lost, I guess what you would say, like a double success. He lost his right hand, and then here's lost. 6-6. So that's interesting, right? That so the 6's opposed to the 9's. Let's go right here again. 6's opposed to 9's. He lost his right hand. It's almost like it canceled it out. So I'm gonna have to watch the next movie now to kind of see how, I guess what they did is they put a mechanical hand into him. And that's a little bit down the road towards what happened to Anakin, right? Anakin is, to me, this is code for Anunnaki. A powerful being who got entangled in probably our world and underestimated the effect of emotions and anger and the duality here, and anyway lost his way. So that would be the fallen Anunnaki. And they kind of show you that they are man merged with machine, and we are seeing this transhumanist movement, increasing speed. So they're trying to acclimate you to, this is okay, this is fine. Once they put metal in you, you're really going to have a hard time. And this is why I'm thinking this turns a corner for Luke. If he I guess, you know, my memory serves, he turns out fine, you know, even having a mechanical hand. And maybe they just want you to feel like, oh, see, it's no big deal to have metal in your body. Okay, so we did the lost, did the Bible, the Torah, the right hand. Twins was the opposite of father. It's very interesting. I am that I am. The complete edition of that is, let me just make sure. Yeah, it looks like it's 95. Where'd it go? Oh, 95. And I thought this was interesting because this is the half of 28. This was the halfway point of the Twin Towers. I I don't know if I should mention this or not, but it seems, I don't know if people want to know what are the dark rituals. Birthday cakes and candles are dark rituals. And these towers show you that. And there's also some more imagery in the, you know, as to do with pillars and sacrifice and that kind of thing, having to do with that. So just in case you want to know that, candles and cakes is a dark ritual that you're agreeing to something that you don't want to agree to. But it's interesting that I am that I am is 14. That's like half of it. You know, my feeling is I am that I am would be like the light and the dark. Oh, sorry about speaking of light and the dark, the shadow, huh? Yeah, the light and the dark. That I am would be the light side, and the ego would be the opposite of that, and that would be, you know, the clouded side. So this one might be 14 and another one might be 14. Just an idea. Oh, I added up the left hand, the right hand and the left hand. I don't think that's exactly right. I might have to just do right, left, and hand to see what that is. Right hand and left hand, but this would be hand added in there twice. All right, well, I'll look at that again because that number didn't really look just exactly right to me. Other things that I noticed, fail is a 28, wrap is 35, which is like the UN, like I, and it's like raw, and then you think of like the Chiro. So raw is the X, and then you could just add in the infinite time loop. All right, speed is 49. That's interesting because people say Godspeed. That means probably God's way. It's just interesting that it seems like people, you know, either we picked up the language from the elites and they know what they're saying, or else we have a feeling about what we're saying. I don't know where that saying came from, Godspeed. And then light is 56, which is, you know, the two parts again, because that reduces, the digital root of that is 11, just like over here with by. So I don't know. Yeah, I just had to show you all this before I, you know, forgot all about it. All right, well, I hope you guys are having a good day. Talk to you later.